Good morning, everyone. It's Bobbie. I am back, excuse me, with a small and quick, really super cute little box. Has an accordion album in it. Very mini little style, but it is so sweet. I made both of these over the weekend, and I just really like them. So let me show you the first one. I used Tammy's, I don't know if it has a name to it. It's just, to me, it's Mother's paper, Mother's Day, Mother's birthday, Mother's Christmas, Mother's anything. There's never a wrong time to give Mom a present, right? So I created this little box, and they measure, I think, 4 by 4. When they're finished, let me make sure. Okay, about 4 3/8 square when completed. I have a little band on the outside of this one, just some elastic, just a piece of elastic, that's all it is. And I hung a couple little charms on there, a teacup and a teapot. I added some flowers from my stash, and I used the mother of pearl Nouveau mousse that Tammy sent me with one of my collections, and I really like it. So you take the little band off, and you don't have to have a band. I just wanted some place to put the charms because I thought they were really cute. So these flowers and leaves are from my stash, and like I said, I used the mousse. I added a little wire from my stash in black and gold, and 3 little gems from my stash. So you open the box, and I have it lined on the inside, and there's a little pouch pocket here. I don't know if Tammy still carries these little clear pouches, but they come 10 to a package, and they have a little fastener here so that when you put your note to Mom in it, you can seal it up. I thought they were so cute. I forgot I actually had them. So there's the lid for that one. And here's your little mini album. You just accordion out like that. And I did put a page in it for Grandma with a little flap so you could put Grandma's picture in there. And it comes out like that, and there's another Mom page. Then when you turn it over, you have more on the back. There's how that one was. And you turn it over, and they're all right side up again. And we have a flap here. Another one of her beautiful papers, and a little small flap here. You can write messages, put photos. You know, it's just, they're so cute. And I made both of these Saturday, and I was going to post them yesterday, but it being Mother's Day, I thought, well, I'll just wait till Monday, because it's kind of a family day where you get together with all your little children, if you have little children. Mine are all grown. So let's put this back so I don't lose it. So there's that. Isn't it cute, though? It's just the cutest little thing, and I made both of them so quick. So here's the other one. This is using the springtime paper by Carta Bella. I recently had that in a collection, and I've still got quite a few scraps of it left. It's just going so far. But this is a piece of ribbon that came in one of Tammy's collections a while back, and I don't throw away nothing. I save it all. So it just says handmade with love, so I just cut off a small section of the ribbon. This is a piece of glimmer paper from my stash and just some tissue paper I tore behind it. Added some leaves and 1 flower, no, 2 flowers. And there's the inside of that one. And then this one opens like this. In this one you have a little tag, 2 tags, and a cut apart that says "You are my sunshine." Put a little pocket on this one. It opens like that. And this is a tuck spot. Has a couple little cut parts from the collection. Little tuck spot here. Says Summer Vibes. See how much you can do with these? And then I put one of the chipboard elements there, and put a tag and a cut apart there. Little sticker from the collection that says "Choose Joy." And then it opens out like that. And then when we turn it over, we have a sideways belly band. It says "Life is better in the summer," and that cute watermelon paper. Another photo mat. Oh, I turned it upside down. That's my fault. There's another little tuck spot with one of the chipboard elements. And then that one. And that's it. So there's actually a total of 10 pages in this little box. I just thought they were so cute, and they're really fun to make. Just super easy and quick. So that's my little walkthrough. There is a short tutorial following this walkthrough, just giving you the measurements and how to adhere it together. I did each one a little bit different on putting them together and cutting the pieces, but I explained that to you in the tutorial. Alright guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back soon. Alright, we are making the little mini memory boxes. And if you're using 12 by 12, you're going to need just 2 full sheets, and that will make the top, the bottom of the box, and the pages. If you're using 8.5 by 11, you'll need 3 sheets to do the same. Okay, so the first one, which is the top, is an 8 1/8 inch square. So it's 8 1/8. You'll turn your paper 8 1/8. The bottom is 7 7/8. Cut it at 7 7/8. Turn it and cut it at 7 7/8. So you have a square. Then we're going to score each one at 7/8 and 1 7/8 all the way around. You do it 4 times on each piece. 7/8 and 1 7/8. 7/8 and 1 7/8. So there's all 4 sides. I'll do this one off camera because you cut them the same. So scissors. Okay, normally most people will cut in here and in here, in here and in here, so they're straight across. I like to do one here, you know, so that it takes the stress off of any one side and makes them all the same. So if you go into your second score line and cut on the score line and go up to the second one, and then miter just to the first one, and we're going to cut to the first score line over here and just taper it a little bit, and we can cut all of this out and cut this off. And then we want to taper this little tab. And we're going to go around all 4 sides and do the same thing. And this is, okay. Now we're going to do the same thing here. You can actually go over here, cut up the second line. So cut up on both of the lines, both score lines, you'll cut to the second one. That might be easier to do it that way. Then turn it, take this one completely out from the second score line to the second score line, and then cut this second tab off here. Now we can taper this. Taper this one. And taper your little tab. Okay. Do the second score line. This one gets tapered, so I'm going to go ahead and taper it while I'm here. Cut this one off at that first score line. And you want to taper this. Taper this. And this one. Now when you taper, you're just going up to this first score line. And I can already see that this isn't straight. Need a little more out of that. Okay, here's the fourth one. Up to the second score on both of these. And take this one completely out to the second score line. And you can taper it while you're there. Cut this one off at the first score line. And we're going to taper, taper, and taper. You already see that's not quite straight. When you cut these on the score line, you want to take the score line out. Let's see. Make sure I'm straight. I think I am, but you'll catch them all as you go. Get rid of this. Okay. Now we need to burnish. And we're going to need clothespins. And glue. Okay, so let's burnish. And I like to turn them all under. Now see how that sticks out right there a little bit? I didn't trim it close enough, so it's just like when you make your album covers. Now's the time to do your trim work. And then we want to finish this second flap here. We'll go around and we'll do all four sides. There's another spot to trim. I almost always have to trim them because there have been occasions when I have taken too much, so I shy away from that, and I usually take less than I need, but you can always go back and fix it, so that's not a big deal. Okay, under with this one, and the little tabby-doo. Just a tad right there. And the last one. See, I told you I've had to trim every one of them. Okay, there's that. Now I have another one already cut out ready to put together. I just wanted to show you how to score and fold it, and I'll finish doing this one off camera. But what's going to happen is, and then we'll move over and we'll do the other one together. What's going to happen is all these tabs are going to fold in like that, and you'll bring your four sides up, and you'll add glue to each of these tabs and square up your corners. Then these pieces will all fold to the inside, and we'll glue those down, and that'll make your box bottom. But before we put it together, you want to decide if you want to put a piece of design paper in here. So here's mine. This is the bottom of the box that I had ready, and see how they fold in. And I am going to put a piece of design paper in the bottom, but I'm going to do it after I make my pages so I can make it all one unit and put it down together. So, there's that. Let me get my ink so I don't forget it. I do want to just slightly ink the edges of the design paper, but not the cardstock. I don't think it has to be. You can if you want to, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't think I will. Okay, so there's that. And then, that's the bottom. And here is the top. And I'm going to put this on the inside. So let's ink this one up. And these design papers, I'm going to triple mat the top. And it's just easier to do this before you put it together. I think I might lightly ink the edges of the box because it's a light color. It might add a lot of dimension to it. It doesn't have to be heavily inked, just lightly. Okay, let's open this one up. Okay, let's just do these edges. Keep it kind of uniform. Got so many little flaps here. And that does not look completely straight right there. There. They're loud, aren't they? And you hear the kids outside hollering. I see a place here I should have trimmed. Okay, now these top edges. Okay, I think I got all of those. Okay, so this is the top. And I'm going to put down the... Okay, had to change my batteries. Okay, I always check it before it starts, and then sometimes it'll just drop to a quarter. It said full battery and not on there but a few seconds, and it shuts itself off because it says it's at a quarter and it's not enough power. So there is this. We're going to put the green down. You can't see I think I inked the other side, not this one. I'm going to ink it again. Okay. Now, just center this best you can, so it's inside your score lines. And then I'm going to do blue. I don't know why it makes a difference, but sometimes it seems to. Here's the blue. I like to burnish a lot, make sure my edges are going to stay where I want them. Corners not popping up in the air. And then the floral. I think this looks more like right side up, although it may not be positional. Positional. Jeez, Bobbie, learn how to talk. There's that one. Wait a minute. Doesn't look particularly straight. That's better. Okay. I am going to put this somewhere on the lid, but I'm not sure where just yet until I this goes on the inside, until I decide where I want my little flowers or whatever else I use. But I can always do that later. That's not a big deal. So this goes on the inside. That don't look big enough. I don't like that. I'm going to cut another piece. Gonna cut another piece. Trusty pencil out here. It wasn't quite big enough to suit me. I like it to be just inside the score lines. So make a mark there. And in here. Okay, now cut it real quick. Can't see my mark now. Hold on. Okay, right there. It's hard to tell your pencil mark from the little leaves on the pattern. Here's one cut. Okay, let's put this in. Okay, we're good. Now we can fold all of these in, and we'll start right in front of me with this one. And we're going to square up our corners. And it helps to have this inking on the edges, because it helps you see your edges real good if your colors are kind of muted. Pull it up till they match. Press it in with your fingers and then put a clothespin on it. Now we'll do the next one. Do the same thing. Square it up. Press it in with your fingers and put a clothespin on it. Go ahead and do this one while I'm in here. And the last one. Okay, and we'll start back around the first one. I'm going to take my clothespin off. I'm going to burnish it really good. We'll go around to the next one. These tabs aren't going to show because we're going to fold this 7/8 inch down over it. Okay. Now we can add our glue in here. And we'll go around and do the same to all 4 sides. And then you'll get your little burnishing tool in there. I know it's hard for you to see. See how I've got my glue in there? And I'm just going to fold it to the inside and then burnish it down really good. Try to do it this way where you guys can see better. Kind of hard to do it on an angle. But that's the reason you taper all those corners, so that you don't have extra bulk in here. Got a little extra glue there. And the last side. Oops, I don't want to put it in there. Talk too much and forget what I'm doing. And there's the fourth one. So there's your little box. And we'll do the top exactly the same way. Or the bottom, I mean, this is the top. Make sure you don't have any glue around. See how it matches up really nice on the corners? That is your top. I'm going to lay this inside piece to the wayside for now. And we'll go ahead and glue these down just like we did the others. And I wanted to show you, I'm going to show you how to put the pages in the gray one and this one. Oh wait, I didn't ink this. I'll go ahead and glue this one together since I've already got the glue on it. I can come back and ink it. The pages, there's several ways you can add pages to it, so I thought I would do 2 of them, and then we'll do, once I put this together in the gray top and bottom, then I'll come back and show you 2 different options for adding the pages to the box. Alright, be back shortly. Okay, we are ready to put these together. Okay, now I have the lid, and I did go ahead and notch the edges and put some pieces around, and I did all 4 of the inside edges. And I did remake the lid because I just felt like it was too loose, and I have changed your measurements in the cut list so that yours will be just like this. I have to remake this lid like I did this one because, and I'll show you the difference. I just felt like it was too loose. See how much space there is in there? It's just too much. So I cut it down. See, when you let go of it, well, it kind of stays. Maybe I'm okay with that one, I don't know, but I liked it better a little bit tighter like this. And there's not near as much room. And then you got your little finger notches here. So this one is going to go in the bottom, and this will actually attach over that. But before that, we want to put them all together. So you're just simply going to line them up, and your folded edge will be here at the bottom, and I've just angled each of these. And I'm going to add some glue. And I'm going to, excuse me, have 5 of them. I'm just going to fold this down. Make sure your edges are straight. They're nice and lined up. Use your tabletop if you need to make sure they're straight. And then go up under here and burnish that. Glue out of there. So the next one will go over the top. Not quite as much glue this time, so I don't get the extra seepage. And I'm going to get some anyway. Get my baby wipe out here. That'll dry clear, so it's not a big deal. So there's those. Make sure they line up good. It's not perfect. Yeah. Well, it's just the way it's going to have to be. I think it'll be okay. This one will go here. I'm getting off kilter here. Let me straighten this up. Okay, number 5. We'll line up right here. Just like that. Oops. Let me get my glue on there. Okay. Now if you want, you can attach a little ribbon here, which I'm going to do, just so people know to lift it. And let me see, what color ribbon do I want? I think I'll use a piece of this blue that I have handy here. Doesn't take very much just to make a little tab. And I need my score tape right here. Just a couple of little pieces. Bottom. So I'm going to put a piece of score tape here. So it doesn't stick to my tabletop. Put this underneath it just to make sure it doesn't stick. And leave just a bit of a tail out there. Okay. Now, next thing you want to do is decide what order you want to put your papers. So, put my pen back in my glue. And I have all my papers cut and inked with Vintage Photo. So if I start here at the top, this one says Mother's Blessing. And I don't want to have Mother again. Let me see, how about this one? And you need 5 on the front and 5 on the back. And this one. And then on the back side, oops, you can have Mother. This one. This one, and this one. Okay, and then they'll attach to this. So I did cut a few little flaps And this one, I don't know if I want to use that one. It's a little bit large. I thought this one was real pretty. With a little space to document. And that could attach over there or over here. I think I like it there. And let's see what else I got. I thought it would be pretty to put the grandmother in one of them. Like over here. And do I have anything else? This one's really pretty too. It would kind of break that up. I didn't put anything behind it because it's so pretty on the back. I just didn't want to use it up. I mean, I want it covered up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then, I don't know if Tammy still has these. These came from her store quite a while back. And they're little pockets. And I'll show you. Little clear pockets that you can put notes and things in. And there's several different sizes. There's this little bitty tiny one. And they just seal up. And I think the next size is probably too big for this album, but let me see. That one definitely is. Let's see what this one looks like. I don't know if it's too wide or not. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's too big. So the only one I could actually use in this one would be the smaller one. And there are 10 in this package of various sizes. They're just called keepsake envelopes. And there's 10 in a package. And they're adhesive on the back so that you can see through them. They have this little flap. You can close them up if you want to put a little note or something in them. I just think they're really cute, so I thought I might use one of those. Okay. So let's start putting these down. So on the front, we will have this one. Take this backer off. Gosh, I get glue all over me. You guys get glue all over yourselves? Okay. Yeah. I think I stuck that to the wrong one, didn't I? Oh, it's sticking. And this one, we had the little flap. My sleeve catches everything. And I just used a little stencil and just lightly added some color to the documentation panel just to give it a little interest. I thought that was real pretty. And I'll add this here. And I'm going to put this as just a flip out. Just kind of ballparking it where I think it might look nice. It's going to have just a little bit of overhang. I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. And then we'll attach this one to the book. little squeegee. Okay, next was this one. And these solids that I'm using in here are from my colors collection. I just had a bunch of them that I had purchased for other projects and still had some left over, so figured I'd just add some solids in here for some variation. Then we've got the pink one. Put a little glue under that flap. Now you don't have to taper any of these flaps because they're not going all the way to the top and the bottom, so you don't have to worry about any overhang. I'll get this one a little closer to the bottom. Told you my sleeve keeps catching everything. What a pain. There's that one. And this one. Now we'll turn it over and do the same thing. But this is up, so now this needs to be up. So let's do this one. And the green one. I hope I'm in frame while I'm doing this. Not even paying any attention. Shame on me. Okay, the third one for this side. This would be pretty with all. I would put the pictures here and leave the papers blank because I just think they're so pretty. They're just the kind of papers you hate to cover up. Okay, now here's this one with a little flippity doodah. And this one is for grandmother. And another little journaling spot for the back. Right there in the corner. Chop that little turkey off. Put this one on here. Put it up closer to the top. And put this one down. My next project will be using this Mother's Day paper, and I know tomorrow's Mother's Day, so I'm way behind the 8 ball, but you know, you got to remember there's birthdays, there's Christmas, you can do a mother's present anytime. I wish my mother was still here so I could make her one, but she's not. She's been gone to heaven for many years. Okay, that's your pages. Can't be any easier than that, can you? Okay. So this, now just decide which way you want this to go, whether you want it I kind of like it like that with this rose face up, but then that would be face up. It doesn't really make any difference. We just need to put glue on the back side of this. When that comes up, is it going to be right side up? Yep. I was going to say, after all that, if I got it upside down, I'm really going to be upset with myself. But I don't have to be, because I did it right. Yay for me. Okay, so this is going to go on the bottom. This needs to be as close to center as you can make it. Just ballpark it. Scoot it up as close as you can get it. And then we're going to apply our glue to the back of this one. Come on, glue. Don't fail me now. Whoa. And then it comes out like gangbusters. Okay. So now we need to line up this backing. To the center. And you have a little wiggle room in there. Let's pull this out. Got some glue in there. Okay. What I want to do is get my squeegee in here. There's your little album, and here's your lid, and all we need is a ribbon. So let's take a piece of this pink, actually need all of this. I always have way more than I need. Better too much than not enough. Oh, you know what? I didn't put one of those little pockets in there. Let's put one of these little pockets in the lid for a note. Just put it right up in here. And then we cut a little piece of paper. How wide is that? Let me measure it. 2 inches. So I'm going to cut a piece of this blue. Oh, 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And that'll kind of give you an idea how to look in there. 1 7/8. By 1 7/8. I guess it's 2 by 2. I can measure the height. Put a little ink on these other 2 edges. I have a stamp somewhere that says just a note. I could stamp that on there and stick it in here. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's tie it up. Gonna have a lot of ribbon to cut off, I know that. Here we go. There's our Mother's Day mini in a box. Isn't that pretty? These colors are just gorgeous when I did the scissors. Oh, there they are. There's the first one. Isn't that pretty? Alright, let me get my papers cut and inked for the peachy colored one, and I'll be right back. Okay, let me see. Yes, I'm recording. Okay. This one we're going to put together. This one had the 5 pieces. This one only has 3 pieces to attach together. So it's basically the same premise. The only thing is you have 2 pieces here. So we're going to attach these 2. I need to fill up my glue bottle. Make sure those are lined up good. That looks good. And then we have to attach this one. And I have the measurements for these on your cut list. And this is the flap that attaches to the inside. And then we have a pocket on the front for this one. I just folded it up at 1 inch. Of course, it has the 1/2 inch score under here for the attached part. And then this one is scored at 1.5 inches. This one is the 5 1/4. And is it 5 1/4? Yeah, I think it's 5 1/4. It's on your cut list, but anyway, on one end it's scored at 1, and on the other end 1/2, so that you've got your flap. And these 2 pieces are each 8 long. So it would be scored at 1/2. I don't think I put that on your cut list. I haven't been doing the score marks, and it just takes forever. At 1/2, and let me measure it from this way. Scored at 1/2, and 4 1/4. And that will give you 2 sections plus your 1/2 inch to attach to. Okay. So, now we can decide how we want our papers. This will be for the front since it's got the pocket. And let's put the blue next. Or the pink. I think I'll put the blue. Then this floral. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like before. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Ain't gonna work out so good. I got more. That's why. Don't want the pink there. We'll do it like that. And I did not make any flaps for this one because I have stickers and other embellishments that I can use for this one, whereas I didn't have that for the first one. Okay, so let's glue this down. Now we can glue this little flappy do shut. And our little peach one here. I just think these are so cute and they're so quick and easy to make. I made both of these today. In the blue. Whoops, it's not quite even. Better. There's 3. Wasn't for sure which one went next. I thought it was white, but I wasn't positive. And 5. Okay, now upside again. Oops. I'm getting drippy here. probably spend more time embellishing than anything else. They're really fun to make though because they're so quick and easy. My glue's oozing again. There's number 4. And the last one. Glue on this tab so we can attach it to the inside. A little overkill there. Oops, put my fingers right in it. Let's center this. Burnish that down. And we can attach this. Goodness gracious, it's just a running amok. What a mess. Okay, let's put this in the box. There we go, and you can see by the depth of it, you can get a whole lot more in there. Alright, there's that one. Now I'll cut a ribbon for this, and I will do some more embellishments. I've got chipboards and stickers and things like that I can use. So, like this little thing I cut out. I don't know, it might be too long. It is, but I've got some other little inserts and things I can back on some cardstock and stick in there. This one might work. No, it's too long, but I can always trim them down. But I've got all kinds of little things. I had also thought maybe about a little belly band or a tuck spot like this pink on here, or I could do it on here and then stick a photo up under it. That'd be cute. This yellow looks pretty on there too. So there's just all kinds of things you can do, and I have a little journal spot here I can put in the pocket. And there's a whole bunch of little tiny tags that came with this collection, so I will come back with a walkthrough and show you what I decided to do as far as embellishing these two any further. And you'll see all of that in the walkthrough. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.